Hey, what's going on everyone? Josh Quinones here, and this is my review of the Google Pixel 4a. Okay, so I've had this device for quite some time now, and I gotta be honest with you guys, I did not expect to enjoy this phone as much as I do right now. You know, I'm so used to using these bigger flagship devices that when I got this phone in hand, yeah, I was excited for it, but I really wasn't expecting to enjoy it this much. Now, keep this in mind throughout this entire video. 350 bucks. $350 for the Google Pixel 4a. Now, if you have been thinking about getting this device right here, let me just tell you right off the bat right now at the beginning of this video, get it. Stop thinking, just get it, because you are not going to be disappointed with this phone right here. For 350 bucks, this phone offers everything that you need in a device. Now, maybe not everything that you want. It's not going to offer all of the bells and whistles that we see in flagship devices that cost $1,000+ or around that price range. And it's not feature packed or anything like that, but everything that you do need in a device, all of the simple stuff, this device offers that, and it offers it really good. I mean, it just works. So let's talk about what $350 gets you, starting with the overall design. Okay, now when it comes to the design of the Pixel 4a, I think Google did a great job at designing this device, and they've only been improving in design over the years, every new device that comes out. So in my opinion, I think the overall design of this phone right here looks great. Starting with the display, it is a beautiful AMOLED display. The colors just pop, it's nice and vibrant. You get a small camera hole punch cutout up at the top left, and you're pretty much getting an all-screen experience with this display right here. Now, whether you're just scrolling from screen to screen, going in and out of your apps, whether you're surfing the web, using social media, watching content on this device, or gaming, you're gonna have a great experience with this display. It gets bright enough to where you can use your phone outside without having any problems of seeing your display. So as far as the overall design of the display goes, I think they did a really good job with this one. Then going to the back, you get a nice matte finish that's really soft to the touch, just feels really good in the hands, to where you don't want to use a case with this device because it feels so good naked, and it just looks so good naked as well. You get that fingerprint sensor in the back, which in my opinion is the perfect spot for it. I mean, your finger just always naturally rests there. At least for me, my finger is always naturally in the back right there, which makes it really easy to unlock my device with that fingerprint sensor. Yeah, it's cool to have one, you know, in the display, because you know, a lot of people see it as more futuristic, but me, I'd rather go with what works best, which is right here in the back. So I'm really glad that Google stuck with that back fingerprint sensor right there. And then up at the top, we get a headphone jack. So while a lot of devices, a lot of companies are getting rid of it with their devices, Google has been bringing it and keeping it, and I am perfectly fine with that. I am happy that they kept the headphone jack on this device right here. And then of course you have your USB Type-C charging connection down at the bottom. And then we have a stereo speaker system on here. So you get the speaker down at the bottom right here, and then you get one at the top that pairs with the earpiece for when you talk on the phone, and the speakers sound great. For the sound that comes out of this device right here, again, $350 is going to get you some clean stereo sounding speakers on this device right here. So when you're watching content, you're gonna have some nice sounding videos. Whether you're watching videos or listening to music, the sound is going to come out nice on this device. Actually, you know what? Here's a little sample. So as you can see, not only does the content look really good on this display right here, but the sound that these speakers are producing is going to come out really nice and really clean. So you really can't go wrong when watching content on this device. And then if you don't want to use those speakers, like I said earlier, you get to use that headphone jack right up at the top. Okay, now I do gotta mention that I accidentally kind of cracked the display on this device. I mean, I gotta be honest, it's kind of hard to tell that I even cracked it, but I did have a little accident. So it's not the most durable display that you're gonna get on this device. It's a Gorilla Glass 3 if I'm not mistaken. So if you're someone who's not the most careful with your devices, make sure to at least put a screen protector on to prevent yourself from cracking the display like I did. But like I said, honestly, it's kind of hard to tell that I even cracked the display on this device. So overall design I think is great. The sound, great as well. Let's go ahead and talk about these cameras in the back, but I should take out that S at the end because it's not cameras, it's a camera. While it might look like there is more than one, there's actually only one camera in the back with the flash. Now, in order to get the price down to where Google wanted it with this device at $350, Google had to cut corners here and there with this device, which is why I said at the beginning of this video, you're not going to find all the bells and whistles on this device. It's not going to be feature packed, but everywhere that Google did cut corners with this device, they cut those corners in all the right places, at least in my opinion. So Google could have put 3 cameras in the back, a main lens, an ultra wide angle lens, and a telephoto lens. Because yeah, you do have devices that cost less than this that do have all those 3 cameras in the back, but honestly, the quality that those cameras produce is not really that good. So that's where Google cut corners right here. They took out those 2 extra cameras, the ultra wide angle lens and the telephoto lens, and gave us 1 really good camera. So we could have either got 3, mediocre cameras that really aren't that good, or 1 really good camera. If you ask me, I'm going with the 1 camera that works really good. And I mean really good. Whether you're using the selfie lens or the rear facing camera, you're going to get some great photos with the cameras on this device. I mean, I'm talking flagship level. There's some flagship devices out there that can take really good pictures, but this device right here for $350 can even take some better pictures than those flagship devices. And I'm talking from experience. And if you know me already, if you're someone who's watched a lot of my review videos, you know my reviews are all based off of my experience with these devices. Because I mean, we could talk specs all day long. This doesn't have, the best specs out of other devices out there. But at the end of the day, it's not about specs. It's about the experience that you're getting out of this device. Is it going to work for you? And for me, so far, it has definitely worked for me. So when it comes to these cameras right here, definitely flagship level. I mean, if you get one for yourself and test out the cameras, you are going to be blown away with the quality of photos that you're going to get out of this device. Whether you're, taking pictures in bright sunlight or taking pictures inside or even at night. I mean, the night mode on this device is amazing, especially when it comes to astrophotography, when you're taking a picture in pitch black, pretty much a pitch black area, and point it up at the stars, you're going to be able to get a nice clean photo of the stars. Sometimes stars that the human eye can't even see. You're going to look at the photo and then look up and be like, wow, those stars are up there. I can barely see them with my own eyes. So definitely a good flagship level camera on this device. Now, when it comes to taking video, I can't really say the same. The video is still decent. It's still good looking video footage that you're going to get out of the cameras on this device, but it's not the best that I've seen. But for $350, honestly, you can't really complain. So when it comes to the cameras on this device, you can't really go wrong. And Google devices have always been known for having A+ cameras when it comes to taking photos. So again, if you're buying a phone specifically just for the cameras, you can't go wrong with this device. So don't go spending $1,000 on other devices just to get a really good camera, because you can spend $350 and still get a really good camera. Okay, now let me talk about the performance on the 4A. Like I said earlier, it's not going to have, the best specs compared to other devices out on the market. I don't know whether to call them budget specs or mid-range specs, but honestly, I don't care. This phone performs amazing. For $350, you are getting a great performing device. I think there was only one time where I actually experienced maybe a teeny bit of lag, and I don't even think that was the device itself. I think that was actually the app that I was trying to get into. It just froze a little bit, and then I was actually able to get into the app. But other than that, this device has been performing amazing. It has been a beast. For $350, you're going to get a great performing device. And while it might not have everything you want, that's not what this device is about. It's not about giving you everything that you want in a device. It's giving you everything that you need, and everything that you need works very, very well in this phone. So whether you're just scrolling in and out of the app drawer from home screen to home screen, going in and out of apps, surfing your social media, surfing the web, watching content, playing games, no matter what it is you're doing on this device, it's going to be able to handle it very, very well, at least with my experience. Now, of course, it's not going to have the smoothest experience because it doesn't have that 90 hertz display or 100 hertz display, but who cares? This is a $350 phone. It's still going to run smooth. It's still going to run snappy for what it is. Like I said, 350 bucks. I can't say that enough. Keep that in your head throughout this entire video. Like I said in the beginning, you're getting a great performing device. And then when it comes to battery life, whoo, my goodness, I am getting some great battery life with this phone right here. So with heavy usage, I am definitely able to make it through an entire day, late into the night, no problem at all. I don't have to worry about throwing this phone onto the charger throughout my entire day, no matter how much I am using it and no matter what I'm using it for. Now with the little bit lighter usage, I'm actually able to make it through a day and a half of usage. So a full day of usage and then another half day of usage, and then I can throw it on the charger just for a little bit. I don't even have to charge it to another full 100%. I could just charge it for a little bit and then make it through the rest of the half day that I have left on that second day. So when it comes to battery life, if you want a phone that's going to last you an entire day without having to worry about throwing it on the charger, the Google Pixel 4a is the device to go with. You are not going to have to worry about throwing it on the charger throughout the day. I am that impressed with the battery on this device. And I actually did an all-day battery drain test with this phone right here, and it performed great. I'll leave that linked down in the description below. And not only that, but you get all of the new software updates first because it is a Google device. So Google devices always get their updates first, which is one thing I love about this device. So you get to enjoy all the new features before anybody else that doesn't have a Google device. So when it comes to overall performance and just using the device, it is very enjoyable. You're not going to have any problems at all with performance. And I've even edited 4K videos on this device and uploaded them straight to YouTube, and it handled them very, very well. Now, it didn't, render the video at the fastest speeds like what my flagship devices do, but it was still able to handle it. All the video editing that I did, it was still able to render it at a fair time and then just upload it straight to YouTube. So everything that I use this device for, it handles it well. And like I said earlier, while it might not have everything you want, all the bells and whistles, it has everything that you need in a phone. So I'm gonna end this review saying that if you're looking for a great phone that performs well, has a great long-lasting battery, flagship cameras, and just an overall great design, great sound, what else? Am I missing anything? If I'm missing anything, let me know down in the comment sections below. But if you're looking for all of that and a device that doesn't cost anywhere close to $1,000, the Google Pixel 4a is the phone to go with. Now, like I said, it's not perfect. It's not perfect by any means. There is some stuff, that I wish this device did have, like water and dust resistance, wireless charging, but you can't get everything in a $350 phone. Like I said earlier, Google had to cut corners somewhere. In my opinion, they cut corners in all of the right places to bring us the Google Pixel 4a. So y'all let me know what you think down in the comment sections below. Do you agree with me in everything that I said about the Google Pixel 4a? Let me know down below. And if you have one for yourself, how is it treating you? And again, if there's anything I forgot in this review video, just let me know down in the comments, because honestly, everything was just coming off of the top of my head. I didn't write down any notes. I didn't write down a script. I just wanted it to be pure and just straight from my experience with this phone right here. So far, I have been loving it. You're not going to be disappointed. Go pick one up for yourself right now. I'll leave a link down in the description below in case you find yourself interested, or if you know somebody that needs a new phone, gift them with a Google Pixel 4a. $350. Again, let me know what you think down in the comment sections below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like this video and find it helpful, just make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any other future videos to come. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Josh Quinones. I will see you on the next one. Peace out.